Hi there. I would like very much to tell you this time about something that I discovered that might be helpful to you. Um, I've been on my own personal journey and I've been telling you how certain things have affected me. And you might think that these things might not be effective for you. So the knowledge that now science has realized these things are real and are effective might be helpful to you. So I'd like you to pay attention and see what you think when I explain to you how these things affect your body. And this is going to be maybe revealing to some of you, but this is really important if you want to be healthy and also happy. So please stay tuned. So another thing I've mentioned is keeping in the moment. Now, this is something that takes a little practice, I admit, because we allow our minds to wander. And if we've been dealing with things that aren't great in our life or certain things that are taking a lot from us, we end up not feeling the best. And so we're constantly not in the moment. We're somewhere else. Well, that's not doing you any good to start with. And anybody around you that cares about you, it's not doing them any good either because they don't have you. What they have is a shell of a person who is somewhere else. And you don't want to do that to them because they're the people that love you. So there are a lot of reasons to stay in the moment, and that's just one of them. When you're staying in the moment, you actually, with a little practice and then staying in the moment, most most of the time that you can, you will end up helping your life. Well, you're going to do that in many ways. You're going to extend your life. You will actually live longer. You're going to be a much calmer person, which means you can make decisions easier. And you're going to be a person that other people want to come to because somehow you're calm. Somehow you manage to handle things, you know? So staying in the moment is a big deal when it comes to that. Staying in the moment also is part of good mental health. And what I mean by that is that your brain is very flexible. If you decide that you're going to be a depressed person, it will continue to help you do that. But if you decide you want to be happy and you go about doing things and thinking things and working with things that help you be healthier, then your brain also is healthier and able to handle much of what you have to deal with. So, good mental health is something we all need no matter what we're doing. So, think about that. And when I say staying in the moment, what I mean is your mind isn't drifting off somewhere into something else. You're actually experiencing whatever is happening to you at the moment. You're noticing the feelings you have. Um, all your senses work. You're aware of things like the way something smells or feels, um, the emotions it brings to you. This is staying in the moment. And this is one of those things that allows you to make memories. When you stay in the moment, you remember things. And I've mentioned that too. Another thing that's going to help you is getting good sleep and making a routine of it. Don't stay up late at night and constantly think that you can make up for all the sleep that you lost because it doesn't work that way. You need sleep in order for you to think clearly. And your brain needs that sleep desperately every day. It's not just the fact that science has indicated that it's clearing out all those neurons of all that plaque that builds up, and that's a big factor. But it's also that you are able to make new memories and you clear away things in your mind that shouldn't be there or that are troubling you. You can change your whole attitude about life and what's happening to you by changing your mind. Your mind is really important. Keeping positive thoughts and keeping positive people around you is going to help that immensely. And you can train your brain to do this. You can train you to be that better person that looks after yourself. You're the one that other people want to come to because they'll realize how stable you are. And in this, like I said, in this world, you need to be stable. So consider your brain another part of your body that you have to look after. And one of the things to do that is necessary is good sleep. Pay attention to that. Don't let other people pull you away and say, oh, come on, you can party, you can do this, you can do that. No, stick to your guns about your health. It does matter. I've also referred to the fact that you should be grateful, and you should show being grateful by indicating to the universe what you're grateful for. And by doing that every day, indicating what you're grateful for, you're telling the universe you want more of the same. And this is something that actually works. Science recognizes that when you're in a positive frame of mind, more good things do come to you, especially the things that you concentrate on, the things you think about, which is, again, why you want to keep positive thoughts. It might take some training. It might take a little serious looking at yourself and finding out what it is that makes you so unhappy if you are unhappy and working on something better. It does take a little work. Yes, you're going to have to do that. I'm sorry. Happiness is something you can train yourself to be, which sounds odd because happiness should be more easily attained. But you've got to throw away all that debris first. Clear the way so that you can see clearly and are able to be happy. So there's that to think about too. I want to talk about when you're in the ultimate moment of happiness. It's something that everybody has experienced. And that is, for example, when you're really absorbed in something that you're enjoying. Have you noticed that time just seems to fly? and that's because you're not interrupting the flow. And there is such a thing as a flow. Everyone has a flow, a natural flow. And if you guide yourself into that flow, where you work with your body and you work with the things you enjoy and the little pleasures, that make your life interesting, more of the same is going to be part of your life. I think those moments where you're so absorbed in something that you find pleasure in it and find yourself smiling without realizing it will become something that happens more and more. I think we all want that, but it you have to think about this seriously and want it. You have to really want it. So now you know that science does back these thoughts that I have, and even though they may come to it in a different way and not through thoughts about the universe and spiritual thinking, it combines to form the same answer. So this is something you can take as serious and do something about. And that's the good news. You can do something about it. So work on this for your own good, literally, for your own happiness. And I wish you so much joy and love and peace. And you can find that. I know you can. So I just wanted to share the fact that science backs much of what I'm saying to you, because you may think that I'm just sort of a spiritual person and therefore have my own beliefs and have sort of gone my own way. But I've spent a lot of time thinking about this and investigated, done a lot of research. And because I feel happiness myself and because it is actually backed by science, I know there's something to it. So I want you to share that too, because if I found joy and I can help you find that too, that gives me joy. That makes me happy. So anyway, on that note, I want to thank you for dropping by. Please support my channel. I appreciate you looking at my videos and thinking about the things that I've mentioned. And I'm going to come by again and we'll talk some more. You take care of yourself. I'm rooting for you. Okay. Bye-bye.